you? My name's Steve Gerzeni, and I'm Vice President of Coach House, and we want to welcome you to another video we're shooting on a brand new floor plan for us called a 241XL FSQ. It's built on a Mercedes-Benz chassis. The Mercedes-Benz chassis has a 3-liter, 188 horsepower diesel engine, and one of the nice features with Coach House is we are one of the few manufacturers that put everything that is available on the cab chassis on this vehicle except for the radio. And I'll show you on the inside what we've done for the radio. Really a beautiful coach. This is done in our deluxe, brand new deluxe sterling paint job. It's a beautiful paint job by Exalta. It's who we're using for paint products now. It's all cut and buff, so you don't have any seam lines. 4 different colors go on this coach. 3 coats of clear go on it. Absolutely a beautiful vehicle on the exterior. But this is our deluxe paint package. As you'll notice, I'll start from the front, kind of work my way back. You've got nice big entry door in the Mercedes-Benz chassis. Nice and solid. You got a big step that we've created here, a nice big fiberglass running board, so getting in and out of both driver and passenger seats, very, very easy to do. Big side entry door, solid. That's one of the nice features with Coach House is the fact that everything we do in our vehicles is very, very solidly built. Listen to the door when it shuts. Solid. One-piece fiberglass body. That is kind of Coach House's claim to fame. On all of our vehicles, except for our Class B Arriva, we have created these gigantic molds that not only rotate, but come apart in sections so that this entire body is made up one piece. It's all hand-laid, carbon fiber, and very, very strong. You've heard me say this in the past, but our goal as a manufacturer is to build a product that will last as long as these 6 wheels want to run down the road. We are a high-end Class B plus manufacturer. We build on range from 23 to 27 feet on both Ford and Mercedes-Benz chassis. So as I continue down here, I'd like to point out too, even these windows. These are all flat panel windows. They're frameless. They all jalousie out, so if you have a pet and you're leaving your pet on the interior during inclement weather, you're still going to get a cross breeze coming through the coach. Nice big grab handle, so if you need to get into the coach, you need some extra assistance, there's one here, and there's also one on the inside of the side entry door. Storage. I love to point out the storage in Coach House because I think we offer some of the most comprehensive, expansive storage that's available in the industry. All fiberglass. I point out the fiberglass containers. They're not made out of aluminum, plastic, metal. These are all done fiberglass. Again, hand-laid, just like our bodies are hand-laid. Now, why do we hand-lay our vehicles? Because we get a very even thickness throughout the production process. So we've lightened the load. It's very consistent and very, very strong. We even reinforce some of the areas with carbon fiber to make the coach as strong as we can, but as light as we can. Continuing on back, we've got cable TV connections. We've got a 110 volt outlet. This is the back side of our Dometic 3-way refrigerator, which is a nice refrigerator. You've heard me talk about it in the past. It's a 6 cubic foot 3-way. It's the largest 3-way refrigerator Dometic makes. It runs on AC, DC, LP gas. Now, venting this refrigerator is very, very important because we actually put our upper vent on the top of the roof of the coach. And what's nice about that, if you have your propane system on and your refrigerator's cooling, that's an open flame that is basically cooling the refrigerator. If you're traveling down the road, you do not have to worry about passing a semi or anything like that and having the flame get sucked out or blown out. If it happens, it's a fully automatic refrigerator. It will just flip to the next highest source of power. If you're traveling down the road, chances are it'd be DC. If you're in a campground, it would be AC. So really, really a nice feature that we have in our refrigerators, especially the venting. If you see 2 vents on the exterior of the coach, a lot of times you're going to be susceptible to the flame getting blown out at one point or another. So let me show you some other features real quick here too. Another great big storage container out back, all fiberglass. which is nice. Again, we don't use aluminum. It's all fiberglass, all gel coated on the inside. We have a 30,000 BTU LPG furnace in all of our coaches, so warmth is not a problem. The air conditioning systems that we use are also Dometic, and what's nice about our air conditioning systems is they not only provide air conditioning, but they provide a fan, and they also have a heat pump built into them. So really covers everything. Big box awning on the side of the coach. Again, another Dometic product. What's nice about this awning is just by the push of a button, it comes out to 10 feet. It's wind censored. It's legless. So once it comes all the way out, it will support itself. So if the wind should blow, it'll give itself a couple bounces and come right back in. Another nice feature with our awnings is we do have backlighting. We have LED light strip all the way along the top side of the awning rail, which the light flashes itself out this way, so when you're in the camper, you can see anybody that's in your campsite, either next to you, around you, or whatever. A lot of companies put their LED lighting on the back edge of the awning, where it shines back at the coach. Unfortunately, it creates a black screen. So when you're looking out of your vehicle, you can't really see beyond your awning. So we think that's a really cool feature. Other features we have on the coach, real quick, 2 fantastic roof vents with rain sensors. We have a 4G LTE Wi-Fi booster with an amplifier built into it. You can also get a subscription for that through AT&T, so you can supply your own Wi-Fi. Standard equipment on our coaches. This vehicle has a 160-watt solar charger on board. It's got its own controller, helps charge your auxiliary batteries. These coaches, when we are through building them, are 100% complete. Now I'll take you around the back side and the driver's side of the coach to show you more. Now I want to take you around the back of the coach. This is really cool. One of the things that Coach House incorporated into their bodies was outside storage. More storage here as well. This is actually on the inside of the coach. Nice big storage door. And depending on the layout of the interior, whether you do twin beds, queen bed, rear twin beds, this configuration back here will change. It'll increase, decrease storage. This is about the most minimal storage in the back that you'll find. But nice big sturdy door. Again, look at the beautiful paint job, how we've coordinated all these colors together. Another frameless flat panel window, which is nice. We have a 3,500 pound rated hitch on the back, a 7-pin connector. Does not have brakes, but we can add brakes if you want to do brakes. Now, a lot of people ask us about these little skid wheels, so I like to point them out. All it is there for is a little bit of safety and precaution. In the event you should bottom out somewhere, we do it on every one of our coaches. You've got 2 skid wheels on the outside of the hitch, which really makes it nice. Our bumpers are pretty cool. They're integrated. We've kind of gone, again, old school a little bit with this, which is nice. In that we have we can fit a sewer hose all the way down the length of this bumper, which really makes it nice. So you're not limited with Coach House on a size sewer hose that you would bring with you. It is under lock and key, so you can lock it so you don't have to worry about anybody stealing it. LED lights are across the top of the coach, which is really nice. Backup camera, full color backup camera that ties into the Fusion radio up front. But really a nice feature to have a backup camera. This has backup beepers, so when you put the vehicle in reverse, it beeps to warn people behind you that the coach is backing up, so you don't have to worry about running into anybody. Really a great, complete package. It's one thing we're proud of with Coach House. We mention all the time, almost all of our features are standard equipment. Now, Sam, let me take you around to the driver's side and show you what else we've got going on here. Now, moving around from the back side of the coach, this is where everything happens. This is the driver's side of the vehicle. When I say everything happens, this is where all of your hookups are going to be. So when you pull into a campsite, typically all of your hookups are on the driver's side of the coach. You got your sewer hose carrier here again, goes the length of the bumper, which is nice. We have one discharge for both black water and gray water. Really nice feature. Pull the black water first, that's your toilet tank. Pull your gray water tank after, and it helps flush your black water tank and your sewer hose out. Really nice feature. Coach House tries to keep everything clean. So if you notice, there's not a lot of cutouts on the outside of the coach. This is what we call our little utility compartment. pretty simple. We have a low point drain here to help winterize. We have a connection to help fill up your freshwater tank from your city water connection. So you don't have to disconnect your city water connection and put it in a gravity fill. You can fill it up from here. Little courtesy light so at nighttime you can see what's happening. And then we have cable TV. So everything's pretty convenient, nice and neat, clean behind the door. And then this door here, depending on what we use, depending on what we have behind this door and the floor plan again, the only thing that's going to be behind this door in this model is going to be our black water flush. You can take your city water hose with our black water flush, connect it to your black water flush your black water tank, and bring it back over and connect it to your city water connection again. We actually provide what's called an anti-siphon valve. It goes higher than the floodplain of the coach before it goes into the black water tank. So you have no fear of contamination of your freshwater system. Really a nice feature. I failed to mention we are members of RVIA, Recreational Vehicle Industry Association, and they help monitor and keep us on track with all of the rules and regulations to build an RV. So I'll close these doors here, Sam. A couple other things to point out: an auxiliary shower, hot and cold. Really nice feature. If you got a pet, you come off the beach, whatever, you don't want it by your side entry door. You want it away so you can create your mess around where the messy area is, rinsing off your feet, washing your dog, put it away, and then get into your RV clean. Something new that we've just come out with as well is the Truma hot water heaters. These are Insta-Hot propane hot water heaters for the coach. Awesome. They're very well accepted throughout Europe. They've brought them into the United States. Wonderful propane hot water heater. Another thing we came out with this year is called a smart plug. It's a positive plug that when plugged in, it latches. It's really a nice feature. It doesn't have the old twist cap to it. You don't have to worry about arcing. We have found throughout 34 years of manufacturing that sometimes these umbilical cords will arc if they're not set properly. The smart cord came out of the marine industry. Again, Southwest Florida RV manufacturer, what we typically try to do is find components, if possible, out of the marine side of the industry. Some of this stuff is just a little bit more advanced, we feel, than the RV industry. Now we'll continue forward up here and show you the rest of the coach. Continuing on the driver's side, what's really nice is our slide outs. This is something we spend a lot of time talking to people about. Our slide outs are controlled by HWH, which are hydraulically driven slides. On the sides of these, you don't see any rails like you do in a typical RV this size. We do not use an electric slide mechanism. These are very, very dependable, is probably the biggest name I can come up with. A lot of people are scared of slide outs because of the failure rate. And what's happened in our industry is there are a lot of cheap slide systems that are out there, and they are prone to failure. But being hydraulic, I almost put this in relationship to a backhoe. You see a backhoe digging a ditch, goes forever and ever. I mean, it just keeps going. Very similar to what we're using here because they're hydraulically driven. We really, really enjoy our slide outs. Very low failure rate with them. All of our slide outs will have a topper on them as well. What's nice about an awning topper, they go in and out with the slide out, but they also keep the debris off the top of your slide out. So if it rains, if you're parked under an oak tree like we're here in Florida, or a pine tree, all those needles, all that debris, when you close your awning, when you close your slide out, the awning will knock the debris off the top for you. Couple other things here, Sam, I want to point out is underneath the slide room is we have on this coach, it's again Mercedes-Benz diesel. We're using the Awning 3.6 LPG generator. We hooked that up to about a 15-gallon propane tank. Theoretically, if the tank is full, these burn about a half a gallon an hour. So theoretically, you have about 30 hours worth of time that you can run your generator, which is really a nice feature. In front of this is the propane tank. We also have the option for the diesel. It's a 3-liter Awning diesel on the Mercedes-Benz if you so choose. Advantages, disadvantages to both. The advantages to the LPG, they're clean burn, you don't smell diesel fuel, they're quiet. The opposite is true for the diesel, they're a little bit louder. But we do a wonderful job. We even paint the inside of our slide rooms. It's all triple sealed, so you don't have to worry about water leaks. And again, on the driver's side of the coach, great big side entry door, nice big mirrors, nice big step in and out of the coach, which is nice. I mean, my whole foot fits on this, so it makes it really, really nice. Wheels that we use, we're using stainless steel wheel simulators. They're not plastic, they're stainless steel. We do have options for Alcoa rims if you so choose. A lot of people like these because you're using a regular steel Mercedes-Benz rim with a stainless steel wheel simulator. Now, I didn't point out in the back on our dual rear wheels in the back, what we have back there are 2 valve stems on both tires. That allows you to fill the inside tire as well as the outside tire. A lot of manufacturers or people don't think to ask, don't put them on. So the inside tire becomes a problem when it comes to trying to figure out how much air pressure you have in all 6 of your tires for that matter. But I want to stress we have valve stems for both the inside and the outside tire, which makes it very, very nice. Now what I want to do is show you the front of the coach. Now the front end of the Mercedes is really cool. Now what I mentioned earlier is there is a host of options. We order these chassis by spreadsheet, because every single line item on a Mercedes-Benz chassis you have to order. They come from Germany. A lot of our competitors choose to order less equipment, but we don't. We order them with everything that is available. Some of the cool features these have are called bi-xenon headlights, which are very, 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 very bright in the darkness. We have fog light package on board. We have lane assist on board. Everything to help protect you driving down the road that is available is on this chassis. Mercedes is even cool in that they have a step here, so you can actually step up and wash your front windshield if need be. Really, really a nice feature. People love the badge, and I think this probably helps sell our coaches more than anything else. Now, Coach House is a master upfitter with Mercedes-Benz. We're also what they call QVM, a quality vehicle manufacturer with Ford, meaning they come into our factory unannounced 1 to 2 times a year and inspect everything that we're doing inside their vehicles to make sure they're correct. Also, I mentioned we are members of RVIA. I stress those agencies because there is no way to self-govern when you're building an RV. There's too many variables. It's like a contractor having to take continual education classes. Same thing here, but we get the assistance of 3 wonderful organizations that come in and really provide excellent support, service, knowledge, know-how when we put these vehicles together.